Hello, hello. This is SEEMOWNAY. Thank you so much for joining me today for a little journaling session. If you remember, I have been journaling in a Cocoa Daisy, standard size Daisy Dori, all of last year and wasn't able to finish almost half of the books that I use. And this month in October or at the end of September, I had this fabulous idea to do the same thing or similarly to how I did it last year, but just use a mini Daisy Dori. Creating weekly spreads will use up more since there is only 4 spaces per spread, so you need more than one spread for a week, which I absolutely do not mind. I don't care if my whole week is visible at once. I just enjoy the process of creating these fun, filled up compartments, actually, or daily memory planning spreads. This is not how I plan. This is just what I do after the fact for fun. Just for fun. It's not serving any other purpose than fun and memory keeping, if you want to say. And so that's what I do in October, and I really love it. And I basically sit down at the end of the day and just fill in stickers and a little bit of writing every day. However, just this week just sped past me and it's Friday already. You will probably see this sometime next week. So it's Friday already and I haven't even started the week yet. So since I had a little bit of time and I had already gotten my photos for the first week of October, I decided to film along and share my process with you. And it's kind of a long video. It's 17 minutes. So hope you have a cup of coffee and chat with me today. If you remember from last year, or if you follow me on Instagram, you know that this is how I usually do these weekly spreads. I add in things that I did. I use stickers from different planner companies or sticker companies actually, and add them in. And the stickers usually represent the activity that I did. And I have so many favorite shops. You can see this traveler's notebook on the left. It is a B6 size, and I just used grid paper notebooks from Muji. They are like $1.50 or something, and then just used glue. One brush stroke in the middle is usually enough, and then I stuck them in. However, I have so many stickers at the moment that it's become a little bit unmanageable. And yeah, so that is usually what I do. I use the Cocoa Daisy kits to fill in blanks, to decorate. There is a stamp that I added in here. I completely forgot to write in that I actually slept really, really badly that night. And that's actually why I added this stamp. It's the moon and stars. It's a Cocoa Daisy stamp from last October. And so, yeah, that's how I decorate. And it actually doesn't really matter that I forgot to mention my bad sleeping habit or the fact that I couldn't really sleep well that night. The fact that I didn't sleep helped me choose the stamp set, and that's perfectly fine. I have another journal that it is a Hobonichi A6 that I use as a daily journal for all the good and bad thoughts, but it's more deep. And I really love the concept, so I'm just going to dump it on you right now. I heard about this concept of morning pages and I loved the idea. However, I was absolutely intimidated by the fact that you should be writing at least 3 pages and just let it flow. And when I pulled out the hobonichi that I was gifted from my friend Anna, she had one laying around. It was half a year left, and she just sent it to me and told me, try it if you want to use it and see if it works for you. It's from a couple of years ago. And so I decided to just use one page per day and write about one thought that randomly comes into my head. This could be how hard it is to meal plan. It could be how bad I slept last night and what the reason for that was. Why I have never learned to put on makeup. Things that just come to my mind, and I write one page most of the time. I don't really decorate. I add some washi, some stickers that I have laying around. Nothing that stresses me out. It doesn't really have to be there at all. And it's really strange that just writing these things that are on my mind that kind of trouble me, but I don't even really think that they are troubling me, that it helps so much with my overall mood and my overall happiness. Yeah, you could say that's happiness. And that is great, and I hope to be able to keep on doing this for 2019. I purchased a hobonichi and I have an unboxing video if you want to see what I'm going to use. I thought I was going to use the hobonichi as a planner as well. I decided not to go that route, but I'm really, really looking forward to filling the hobonichi in 2019. While I was rambling on, I kept on decorating this page, and it's the same process. I vary my lettering. I write in capital letters. I use this. It's not faux calligraphy because I haven't even written in cursive. The FaceTime that you saw here, I just thicken some of the downstrokes and make some of the words stand out more than others. I love the way that looks. I realized when I tried to use this for planning that it wouldn't work for me because it's just not, it's so distracting. But to memory keep and to just enjoy myself and dump stickers on there and create something pretty, it's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, I have a job. Yay! I'm a Starbucks partner now, and that was my very first day. I took my first sip, and there's so many people working at Starbucks, so I think that you might be one of them too. And it's like an introduction and the first information that you get, and then you sign up for your training schedule. And yeah, since I'm in a chatty mood, I can tell you one thing. You have to wear black, brown, is that the only colors, or dark blue, I think, shoes, closed toe, and I don't have any. But my feet are really huge, and it's really hard to get well-fitting shoes for myself. And I think I need to tell that story later on. So I'm done with the 4 days that have passed. I'm not going to work on Friday just now because I don't really know what's going to happen today. So I'm just going to go and do that tonight. Now I'm going to add in the photos that I am that I printed and that I wanted to add into this journal. I am trying to get back into the habit of ordering my weekly project life photos, which is another project that I'm doing, where I take photos for the whole family, things that happened every week, and do a 12 by 12 pocket page spread on a weekly basis. And this is actually the way I started into all of this paper artist crafting creative journey, is Project Life. And I just can't let go, even though it is a very overwhelming project. I really do have a lot of fun doing it. And I love those little teeny tiny everyday moments that would not get documented otherwise. So I probably will continue that in 2019 as well. But I print those weekly, and when I printed those weekly, then fell off the bandwagon, and now I'm back on. This is the 3rd week I'm doing it. And then I also select the photos that I want to put into here. The difference between the photos that are in here and the photos that are in my Project Life album is that the photos that go into Project Life are the kids, us as a family, and the photos that go into this journal are me, my planner photos, happy mail photos, screenshots, stuff that the only person who cares about this is me. And I really enjoy this dividing those two, because otherwise sometimes there would be so much stuff in the family album that nobody really cares about. Well, I care about it, and definitely I want to put myself into the Project Life album, but there don't really have to be 50 planners pages, photos of my planners. I include those, and I include selfies of myself. Who else is in a selfie if not me? But all the other weird photos go in here, and I enjoy that. So I printed those. I print them at Costco. They are, when you ship them and don't have them sent to the store, and you order 6x4, 4x6 prints, they are 9 cents per print. And so I have them shipped to me, and they usually take about a week. Let me go back to what I just did, because I never really talked about it. It was a photo of the 3 things that I am using in October. I use an A5 Rhodia notebook for my planner and everything else, notes, lists, everything. I use the Hobonichi that I told you about, and I use this mini Daisy Dori, the passport size traveler's notebook. And I took a photo of these 3, and then I just added the list and what I use each one for. And then I had created a pocket with a tag in this mini Daisy Dori that I just glued 2 pages together and didn't add glue in the middle. So I just created a pocket, and I punched a half circle out of the top of one of the pages, and then I was able to slip in the tag. And if you want to see how I did that, I have a video on my channel, and you can go and look at that right now. I'm going to include a card here, and you can just hop on over and see how I created that. And I actually stapled my old driver's license onto that tag, because there's a really long story about that. It has expired in August, and I just got my new driver's license last week. Yep. It took such a long time to get to me, even though I applied for a new one in the beginning of July. And then, see, that's what I'm talking about. I don't really see a reason for these pictures to be in my Project Life album, but I want to have that I finally purchased stickers from See Amy Draw. I took a screenshot of I saved the photo from my Instagram stories and just stuck it in here, and I added packaging from the way it was packaged on the left side of the spread, and then I called it done. And the only thing I had to do is add the photo. Now, this is a photo that I have actually 2 of. One is going into the Project Life album, one is going to be here. I don't really care if I document things twice, just because that's totally okay. And that's a selfie, group selfie of my whole family looking all weird when we went to go grocery shopping right after our climbing gym's party. And here I am trying different pens to use on this, what is it called? This tag. And it has some kind of shiny, glossy coating, and the ink doesn't kind of pools together. So I'm using a Sharpie because I know that definitely will write on there. And I decided not to use the stickers because they wouldn't pop off the page as I would love them to. And so I just hand lettered the title, which is Block Party 2018. And then I'm just adding some tiny bit of journaling to write some notes about the day that we spent at the gym. And now I'm looking and flipping through and showing you what I did. I am thinking of, this kind of looks plain to me, and I have some of those arrow stickers from that sticker sheet left, and so I'm just going to add all 4 of those that are left on here. And I think that ties the colorful page on the left nicely in with the right. So this is all the spreads that I made today. This one is just it's not a poem, it's a quote from Liam Neeson that I found on the internet and that I really liked. Usually I screenshot or save things that I see on Instagram and on Facebook, and I never know what to do with those, and this mini Daisy Dori is perfect for it. I just copied it and added a card that matched it nicely, and then I stamped love onto that and called it done. Spread done. Really love it. I have it here in my hands and I can use it and read it again if I want to. I'm really glad I started this journal for October. It feels kind of like coming home. I absolutely enjoy it. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and yeah, I will see you soon. Until then, bye.